Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ohio State at the Voice of College Football here at Ohio State, the Voice of College Football. I'm your everybody. Way to Ann Arbor, of course, going to post. Of course, I can't wait to talk to you about it too. If you haven't already, please. If you like the content that we bring to you, of course, we're here all week, every week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. So what's going on? I'm really curious about what's on everybody's mind. Shout out to Jam. I did see you. You said I'm just here to keep you up late. No, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. I think just like me, everybody's super excited right now, and we know what's on the line. Of course, like we all know that we're going to go on the playoffs. We all know that that's going to happen. What's that line? What's on stake right now, or at stake, is can we or not? Can we? Will we win this game to get? Because not just for pride, but it's also get to the Big Ten championship, which has eluded us now for some years. 5 now, going on 5. And of course, this game this tomorrow. It's pride, and also to be able to take something away from the Wolverines, and of course for them right now, it's beating us 5 years in a row, which for a lot of us, including myself, has never happened in my lifetime. It just hasn't happened. It hasn't been close to happening. And also stopping them from going to the playoffs. It's so funny when you think about it. They made the 14 playoff those few years, and good for them. At the same time, though, they're all there complaining about, it's not real. If it's not a 4-team, it's watered down. Being able to keep the Wolverines from getting to another 12 team, which it's easier to get into the 12 team, but it's harder to win. And with it being easier, them not making it is hilarious to me, and I really want to make sure that happens. And them winning this game, I've had this conversation with a few Wolverines. Them winning this game does not secure them getting in. And if you guys want, we can talk about it. Everyone, if you're in here right now, David Green, man, hey, I'm right with you. Freaking H, man. I freaking O. And right now, I'm gonna put the call-in link right now in here. If you guys want to call in, talk about what's on your mind, how you're feeling right now. Also, if you have any questions, any comments on the game that we can talk about, put it in the chat right now. Chat, I'm here for you guys want to be here. I'm going to be for maybe 30, 45 minutes. If you go for an hour, then we go for an hour. But the calling link is in the chat. Go ahead and hit that. A few things here though, until again, everyone, put some in the chat right now. Put your comments. But last things I want to talk about here. And actually, no, we're going to stop right now. And it's so funny, guys. I'm at the gas station right now, and I'm bringing up a guy that I've been waiting to talk to for over a month. One of the greatest Buckeye callers, not just in this channel, but at this network. David, man, Mr. Buckeye.
I got out of belt because it's time to go belt to ass. Belt to ass. That's what it's time to do. That's what it's time to do. I'm confident, my man. I am confident. I come into this game saying, you know what, this is our time. We are the you know what, I listen to you, Garrison, and I have to tend to agree with you. We are better than this football team at so many different positions. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. This is the best defense in the country. I'm actually more confident in our quarterback this year than I was a year ago. No offense to Will Howard, but I think Julian Sain is an upgrade. I just do.
He is.
I watch him throw the football. He is incredibly accurate. And I will say this, he is less prone to mistakes than Howard, because the only way they can beat us is if we make mistakes. If this is a clean game, we win this game by at least 2 scores, and they know that. That is their only path to victory. And it was their only path to victory last year.
I've had plenty of conversations now with Wolverine friends, whether they be friends or just guys I talk to here and there. And I tell myself, I'm like, guys, look, I get it. It's a rivalry game. A lot of things can happen. Anything can happen. Sure, yes. Fine. But when we start talking about football, like there's a few stats, David, that I pulled out, and you know, in a rivalry game, I don't want to just use stats, but one of the biggest things I've been looking at.
Yes.
Ohio State now for the second year in a row is the number 1 red zone defense in the country.
Yep.
The Wolverines are ranked 102nd in the nation in the red zone at 75%, I believe.
Right.
Bryce Underwood from the 39-yard line to the 20, 50% throwing. Mm-hmm. From the 19 to the red zone, end zone, 50% throwing. Mm-hmm. And it's not easy running the ball on us. I keep hearing, run the ball, and we're going to keep running the ball. Well, a lot of teams have tried that. Mm-hmm. And
that's right.
Even Texas ran for 160 some yards. That wasn't enough. That game was at no point against Texas that I feel as though we were going to lose that game.
That's right.
So, my question for you, man, is like, what do you think they can do to even challenge us?
Well, here's the thing. I think a few things. I've watched them play about 5 times this year, so it's a decent sample size. And, I will say this. First of all, from a defensive perspective, I think we match up really well because right up the middle, I think the guy in this game, one of the guys, I think he needs to be talked about a little bit more. And I said this to you and Mike earlier. I think Caden McDonald is playing better than Tyleek Williams was last year. Okay.
And I was there like mid-season.
Yeah.
I'm full blown there.
Yeah. Because I think Caden's playing himself into being a first-round draft pick. I really do. I think he's going to be key in the middle to stopping the run game, to them being able to try to run the ball in between the tackles. It starts up front, starts in the middle. I think he's going to have to play a big game. I also think, it's Arvell and Sonny time. They're going to have to be big. They're going to have to be big tomorrow, man. And I think they know it. Whether it be containing Marshall, containing Underwood's legs, I think that's going to be a big part of it. I think Underwood's accuracy is very inconsistent. I did see out of those 5 games his best game of the year, which was probably the Washington game. But even some of their fan base, I listened to Dace's post game, and he had said that after the Purdue game that he had really regressed as a quarterback. And then I watched the Northwestern game, and he had the turnovers. So, at least as far as their passing game, I'm pretty confident. To be honest with you, I think they found a little something with Marsh at wide receiver, but I do think Marsh's a good player. I will say that. I think he's a good player. I think that's the key is containing obviously their 2 best playmakers, which are going to be Marshall and Marsh. And I feel up front, right in the middle with our defense, I think we can. And I'm actually more confident in our corners. I think our corners are better this year than they were last year. I thought Jermaine was an upgrade over Denzel Burke. I still firmly believe that from last year. I don't know. Do you feel the same way, Garrison?
I felt that way for 2 years now. 2 years, I think it was his sophomore season. Mm-hmm. I was fully committed to saying he's the best corner on the team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
4 years, he was better. I went to his freshman season. I went to the first game of the year. I think it was against like New Mexico or something like that. Nobody or somebody no one was talking about. But it was that game, his freshman game, first game he has a pick 6. Mm-hmm. I thought for that young freshman to come out in his first game, do something like that, and finish out the year and be a freshman All-American, which Igbenogson also was at Ole Miss before coming to Ohio State his sophomore season. I was, man, like I see a lot there. There's a lot of potential. He was a top 10 corner out of high school.
Right.
And so I'm with you, man. And also with K McDowell, with K Mac, Big Man.
Yeah.
For Tyreek, and he's a better run stopper. He's better. He's better. He's just better.
Well, but look at that though. What we're talking about, Garrison. We've upgraded at defensive tackle. I think Cody is a really good player, but he ain't Arvell Reese. He ain't Arvell Reese.
Oh,
and
no.
and then we've upgraded a corner with we've upgraded a corner with Jermaine over Denzel. I think Iggy's playing better football this year than he was last year, and we still got the best safety in America, maybe the best defensive player, one of the top 2 or 3 defensive players in America, Caleb Downs. So we got a lot of answers on defense for them. I firmly believe that. I really do. I just think that, I mean, the 2 biggest things that make me confident is I think we're so strong up the middle. Caleb can get involved with having to stop the run if he has to. And, he's that back line of defense to stop big runs. And I'm confident in our corners and their ability to contain Marsh. And then offensively, I have to say, let me flip to that side of the ball. I will say this. Now, what do you think? Do you think Carnell plays, or is that going to be a game time decision? What are you hearing? Did I lose Garrison? Did I lose him? I'm going to drop.
Can you all hear me? Just want to make sure. Can you all hear me? Let me see in the chat. Wait, I'm back, everybody. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? All right, then there we go. So, and David, if you're there, come back. Yeah, hey, Wesley, we're back, man. It's funny. What I did was, just in case, I had the link on my phone, because we're still gonna do this. We're still rolling. But yeah, David, if you can call back up. Robert, I'm gonna bring you up, man.
All
How
right.
you feeling?
I'm excited, nervous as always.
Like, what do you wait? Why are you nervous? I want to hear that. Why are you nervous?
Man, it's the game, bro.
What? So, is there anything like what they do that kind of puts you, gets your
No,
nerves
that's what
going?
makes no, that's what pisses me off. Like it's so annoying with this game, man, because like there's nothing about that team that scares me, but like everything about that team scares me this time of year, every year. I mean, if last year didn't do it for people, I don't know what will, man. Like, I mean, I'm 100% confident that there's nothing that team can do to beat us, but I'm not so confident we can't beat ourselves.
Yeah. So I'll say this much. I'm very confident right now. I'm gonna be confident. Like, I'm going to the game tomorrow, but I'm not gonna lie to you. As soon as I step foot in that stadium and take my seat, I'm gonna be on edge.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
be
the
on
thing, man.
edge.
Like, dude, if I gave you a logical pick right here, it would sound like I was being a cocky Buckeyes fan. So, like, if I gave you what I honestly thought was, but I can't even pick a score. I can't pick a score for this game ever. Like, it drives me nuts because I would love to be able to pick a score and then just say, hey, like after the game to these dicks that keep popping up. Man, sorry for the language.
No, good to be back. No, go ahead, man. Sorry.
No, you're good, buddy. I was just saying, like, I basically, I just want to shut these people up, man. I am so sick of hearing their freaking mouths, man. Like, And I'm not one of these people that hates every Michigan man. There's a lot of cool people that I met in these chats, man. A lot of really cool freaking people. But it's these damn trolls, and some of these guys that I like, even like Johnny Olden. I like that dude, but man, I gotta shut his ass up, man.
Johnny can go hard. I get along with John D. I get along with a couple of the crew over there. I've talked to some
I like
of them.
Those guys, man. But
yeah.
I'm just, we got to shut their asses up, man.
Like, we do. But we're the better program. We're the better all-around football team. Yeah. I mean, come on, man.
Freaking shit. Jordan Marshall said the other day just makes me want to beat their asses even more, man. Like,
oh, you was so funny about that, and I saw that on X, and I commented on that, and I said, like my granny would say, that boy is lying like a rug.
Of course,
when I saw that comment, I was like, dude, like you committed to them before he even left. So who are you talking about in there? Like that's what I want to know. Say some names.
Right? Yeah. Put some names on it there, dude, or just shut up, man. Like,
I mean, they're full of themselves right now. You heard Underwood before the season talking shit too. You know, I mean, they were. That's
all right. They can get their little heads blown up. That's fine. I mean, like when that reckoning comes, man, it's gonna feel so sweet. That's all I gotta say. And
I mean,
there's nothing about tomorrow that makes me believe that won't happen tomorrow. I mean, I'm fully confident that we will win that game. Now, like I said, always going to be nervous. Always going to be freaking nervous in that game, man. There's never I'll be nervous until, even if it's a pretty good, lead throughout, I'm going to be nervous until that final fucking buzzer, man. Like, that's just how it is for me, man.
Well, what do you guys think? Do you think that the common theme that I've heard is that this game, that playoff run last year and that game changed Ryan Day? To me, the whole key tomorrow is our offensive game plan and just how aggressive we come out. Aggressive we come out. And do we, play our game?
That's it, man. I'm telling you, that's what's really just like there. And it's another thing, like everything about Ryan Day this year has me 100% convinced that he has just a switch is flipped for him, man. But I guess I just have to see it through this game before I can be like, take that deep breath finally, man. Like it's.
Oh, dude, I ain't gonna be ready until 3:30. Come 3:30, then we can all be where we need to be. I mean, I do, dude. We have to have a 2-score lead going into the fourth quarter at least for me to be at least somewhat, because if it's
before I could start breathing again, man.
Yes, that's right.
I'll tell you this: if we have a 2-score game,
yes.
Mid third quarter. So like I've always had this saying, I will never be nervous about a game, and that's including this one. I will never be like stupid nervous until mid third quarter when I see what was going on, when I see the score and how the game is flowing and going.
Yeah, that's right.
But if we have a 2-score game at any point, like if we go up 14-0, 14-3. I'm in the first quarter. I'm happy. I'm happy because there's one, because even though we played ball control all season, which I've loved watching this. I've loved watching this kind of high-powered trestle ball. That's what I would kind of call like a high-powered trestle ball.
I think they tried to run a more like controlled passing game this year.
I absolutely love the way. I mean, I know it wasn't very popular. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead, Robert. No, go ahead.
Sorry about that.
That's right.
I was just gonna say, man, like I was a very unpopular opinion, but I was very happy with the way they ran that, the way they ran their offense this year. I know it's not fun to watch or whatever. It got kind of boring and kind of stale at times. But after what I saw them do last year, I knew what the end goal was, man. And like it, and if I'm right about that, then they're about to really start opening up from here on out.
Well, I think the other thing too is, the way defenses are going to play us. And I think that the one thing that Scum will do, and you guys have seen it the last few years, they're going to play off coverage. They're going to keep their safeties back. Their goal is to basically keep everything in front of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
The one thing that Sane does that I really like, and there's a lot of things I like. I mentioned this before you got into the chat. one of the biggest things other than our defense that makes me more confident about this team than a year ago is Sane. I think he's an upgrade over Will Howard. I just do.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You know, and I think you can see it from accuracy. He makes good decisions, which is going to be huge tomorrow. You know, he'll take the underneath throws. I'll tell you the other great thing about him is he goes through his progressions like a high level like quarterback would.
Yes.
I mean, how many
I love Will. I hate to shit on Will, man, because I love Will. But yeah, I'm 100% with you, man. Like he was very limited, and when there's no comparison really with the arm talent from Sand to him, man. No comparison.
Yeah. I mean, he's like going through his progressions, taking checkdowns. I mean, that's like stuff like, not a freshman quarterback in college does right away. You know what I mean?
And you know what, David? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Robert.
No. Go ahead, Garrison. Go ahead, buddy.
No, I was just gonna be quick here and say what I truly love about them. You guys talking about what Julian does with the checkdowns. And first off, I mean, Will Howard just last season broke the Ohio State completion percentage record at 73.
Mm-hmm.
So to see Julian come in this season and just obliterate that, it's wild. And when you talk about his progressions and how, some people stupidly calling him a check down king, he purposely takes those because, hey, if I can give the ball to Bo, and I think that's been kind of undersold about how good our running backs are in the receiving game.
Yeah,
he gives it to them, and they're getting 3 to 5 or more yards every time they catch the ball.
Yeah. Those takes on Julian, that just shows that people are not watching Ohio State this year, man. That's all it is. Like,
good point.
If people are actually watching that man play, it's obvious. If you know anything about the game of football, if you've ever watched it for any extent of your life,
mm-hmm.
like any extent amount of time in your life, it's not just he's got good receivers. Not that he's checking down. He's a very smart. He goes through his progressions, like it was alluded to. Like he goes through all that, and then like he'll check down if he doesn't have anything. That's what a good quarterback does.
Well, the other thing, he makes tight window throws. Like he threw a dime. I mean, a dime in that Wisconsin game to Carnell in the back of the end zone. I mean, that was a dime throw. I mean, that's the thing. And, in college, you're usually thrown to a lot of wide open receivers because, our guys can outskill a lot of their guys, obviously. But, like, he can make tight window kind of like high level throws that you're actually going to have to make at the next level, at the NFL level.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah. And also, just, and actually, I want to ask you guys this.
Mm-hmm.
Because last week, Carnell Tate doesn't play. Jeremiah Smith doesn't play. And, and maybe I don't know about Carnell, but maybe Jeremiah could have gone.
Mm-hmm.
But what I really liked about what happened last week was that maybe mid-season, Ryan Day said, we need to, the guys that are behind them in that wide receiver room, we're going to need them to step up, because we're going to need them later in the season.
Right.
And in that game, and we also don't have Quincy Porter against Rutgers. Mylan Graham plays a little bit. But what I really liked was Brandon Ennis going out there making plays, but even more so, we got to see a game where Max Clare was the focal point.
That's right.
What role do you think he's going to play in this game?
I would say big. From what I've seen, I've seen statistically they've not done a good job of covering the tight end
exactly
the entire year. And for a majority of the season, I thought he was the third best target on the team.
Right. I honestly do. I think you're dead on that, man. I think they are going to attack that seam if they leave it, if they give it to us, because their good linebackers are not good in coverage, man.
That's right. And think about this, guys. This is another point of confidence for tomorrow. Nebraska, USC, and Oklahoma threw the ball on that defense. Come on now. They don't have our passing game. None of those teams have our passing game. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, guys, real quick, I'm going to play a quick commercial here. Everyone, of course, here at the Voice College Football, we like to responsibly gamble. And if you have a problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER, and you must be 21 years or older to participate.
College football is even more exciting when you've got some action on the line, and the games are even better when you're cashing in. and the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread, and I've got a 40-plus year track record. 11-0 in the college football playoff for me last year against the money line, 8-3 against the spread. And I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill of Wager Talk is our ace in the hole, show stopper. 7 years with the Voice of College Football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly under-the-radar pick. 28-12 against the spread the last 3 years. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Corey Bratta, Matt Zemek, and Steve Dace. Check out those numbers. Become a YouTube or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and then select a betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2025 a winner now.
Yeah.
All right, and yeah, Cheryl. Mark is the man. We all know that. And shout out to Mark Rogers. So what do you guys think about Max? Yeah, what were you saying?
Like he was saying, man, sorry, train of thought. I think that Ohio State can really attack the seams with Max Clare, man. Like if they decide to do that, I'm sure they'll have a game plan. It's much superior to anything that I can think of. But I really, just from what I've seen, and I haven't watched a ton of Michigan, but from what I've seen, man, they don't cover well. Their linebackers don't cover well, and I mean, they're great in run support or whatever, but like they're not great coverage linebackers. So I think that Max Clare can have a day if they decide to go that route.
The other thing about their defense to remember, they don't have those two big defensive tackles that they had a year ago with Graham and Grant. I do think their edge guys aren't bad. Moore's a decent player, and I think that was it Jay Sean Barham, I think is their other edge guy, aren't bad. But what I'm interested to see is how aggressive Martindale is. Does he try to come up with some blitzes tomorrow? I will say our offensive line, for the most part, has been pretty good in pass pro this year. The only thing that's been a little bit disappointing has been the run blocking at times, obviously. But I do think they played a little bit better as the season's moved along there. But I think our pass pro has been pretty solid, which is another thing that kind of gives me some confidence. So I'm going to be interested to see how they try to generate pressure to kind of rattle Julian tomorrow. I don't know if you guys have some thoughts on that.
And I think that can go a long way in this game for how to the outcome of this game. If they can generate some pressure, like you said, it could go a little bit of a different way than we all wanted to. But at the same time, I do expect Ohio, because Ohio State's been great with that quick RPO game, and I think if they can employ some of that, man, I think we can maybe offset that a little bit. That pass rush.
Good call.
I'll tell you what, my biggest worry. It is the right side of the line. Now, I will say when it comes to Phillip Daniels, because he's a big body, he's very athletic. I'll say this much about Phillip: he's getting to be a good player. But what I like about him is that in football we say if you're going to be wrong all the way. Whereas that right guard spot, I'm really worried. I'm not, I know Josh. We all know Josh Padilla is dealing with something. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why Gabe Sickle didn't at least get half the reps last week. But
I know.
Are you guys? Where's your confidence scale on a scale of 1 to 10 with that right side of the offensive line, knowing that they have to go against go against guys like I'm missing their nose tackle.
Barham or whatever his name is.
Not Barham, but
he's the edge guy.
I saw Derek Moore.
Right.
And I'm missing one of the defensive tackles. But how do you guys feel about that?
I mean, I'll say this. I mean, I think that one thing about Tegra is he seems to miss a block a game that kind of worries me. That would be the one thing, because they threw this screen pass in the Purdue game, and I think he totally missed a block, and I think Peoples got blown up in that game. I remember watching that play, and it just seems like there's some whiff blocks here and there. I wish I'm with you on the Van Sickle point. I was really hoping Padilla would be healthy, because I was hearing, that we were going to start to rotate. And I think Day was kind of indicating that much in his press conferences. But, Yeah, that's the only real spot on the offensive line that's really, I think, bothered everybody the entire year.
Yeah, I agree. That's he played much better last week, but that was against Rutgers.
Right.
So, I mean, how much can you take from that? But I don't know, man. Like, this is one last year, man. Like, Chip was so good at hiding that shit. Like when you know what I mean? Like that was one thing great about Chip, man. He was able to hide the weaknesses in the offensive line with zone blocking and stuff.
Well, he might have a job next year, so let's see.
Right. Yeah, well, I thought Tegra actually, like the whole team, played better in the playoff run. I thought he kind of would build on that, would build on that coming into this season, and there would be hopefully a carryover effect from the playoff run last year.
Yeah, it really seemed. I think we were all pretty confident in what we had seen through the playoffs, and thought, well, hell, this has got to be one of the top offensive lines in the country going in, right? I mean, that's how most of us probably thought. I think.
From center to left tackle, yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, Luke and Austin have played really well, I think, for the most part the entire year. They've been probably the mainstays, I would say, on the line, wouldn't you guys? As far as like the guys that have played the best.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we had Johnny says, where's Johnny says, whoa, Robert Howard called in. Yeah, man.
Yeah, there's my dude, Johnny.
And real quick, guys, I just want to just say this. For a week and a half now, I have been basically 2 weeks. I've been saying Texas was going to win this game, and I've been very,
What's up, Johnny?
I've been on this, and I that Texas A&M defense is terrible.
Right.
That and I said, man, and going against that Texas defense, I'm like, man, I don't know. I think Texas is going to win this game, and now they're up 10 points. About half the quarter to go. Wow.
Does this create maybe a playoff controversy? By the way, does that finally give us a good win this year? Everybody says we haven't beaten anybody. I mean, if we beat a 9-3 Texas team that's got a couple of top 10 wins, does that give us at least one solid win? These people are saying we haven't beaten anybody.
I'm pushing the narrative. I'm pushing it. Yeah, it's a good win.
Sure. But I wonder if this creates controversy at the end of the year, because this is the one that could maybe create some questions here with the playoff committee. I don't know what you guys think.
Go ahead, Robert.
I hope it does. I like chaos.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't affect my team.
Who are you? The Joker?
What's that?
I said, who are you, the Joker? Yeah, but I'm with you, man, and I think we all could have saw this coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not surprised by it at all.
Oh no, me either. And who doesn't like a little? Listen, it's college football, man. Who, especially in the last week of the regular season, who doesn't want to see a little chaos?
By the way, I think it's over. They intercepted A&M, and they've got the ball with like 3-something left. Up.
Oh,
10.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
I mean, Texas. We could call Texas one of the best 9-3 teams we've seen in a while. Maybe.
Hey Don, you're crazy. This Garrison, Texas, not gonna. It was. I'm using myself. I say it's the people, bro.
Good old Don Bay.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, I think that I do think actually Texas is playing better football. That Florida loss is the only one that really where you just scratch your head with their team. But
yeah, for sure, I agree.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys another question here. We're gonna get out of here about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Who? Give me 2 players today. For tomorrow, not named Caden McDonald and Arvell Reese. Give me 2 players who have to play big and on defense.
Okay.
And then on offense, give me 2 players that have to play big. And you can't name Jeremiah or Julian.
Let me try. Mind if I throw my first? I'll throw my first shot. I'll say Sonny and I was going to go Iggy or Jermaine, maybe covering Marsh. I think that could be an interesting matchup. So I would say Sonny and I'll say Jermaine tomorrow. Will Smith, good choice for Don B. By the way, Will Smith's going to have a really good year next year. He's going to have a really good impact for the team. And then I'll say on offense, I'll say Claire, and then I'll say the offensive tackle spot. I'll say one of our offensive tackles is going to have to play well, maybe blocking more. I'll throw that out there.
All right. So on defense, I got to go with the other two linebackers, man. Okay. I think we're going to see a lot of Peyton Pierce tomorrow.
Okay.
In the run game, that's going to be important.
Yeah. So I could be completely off. If so, don't clip this. But I really do. I think we'll see a lot of the three linebackers, or at least with Arbel going down to the edge or whatever. But I do expect that it's a significant amount. So I do expect both of those linebackers to be very active tomorrow. On offense, I'm going to go with I think Bo and Max.
Okay. I was going to say Bo. I just thought I'd throw like a fastball, a different approach with maybe our tackles, but
Or did you say no Bo? Did you say no Bo? No, you said no Joe.
No, I did say Claire. I did not say Bo though.
Oh, you say Claire? Okay. I thought you might have said Claire. Okay. Then I'll well, you didn't say I couldn't say to Carnell, so what? That seems like an easy go-to guy.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, man. Like I think that's a good one right there when you say Cardinal, especially if he's healthy and ready to go. Because when those two are on the field together, man, it's something special. And when it comes to wide receiver duos at Ohio State, they are they are stating a case for themselves to be the best duo that's in college at Ohio State in the season. What they've been doing, man, has been just nothing short of outstanding.
Well, I'll say this: I want to see interesting to see how the timing works. With them playing their first games in a while with Julian, and how that timing looks early in the game. Something to watch for on like the first series or two of the game. I think.
I've got a feeling they've probably been practicing for quite a lot longer than we think, too, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I was talking. Shout out to my guy Juju. I was talking to him on the phone a couple hours ago, and he thinks that Ryan Day is just playing a game with everybody.
I do too. I think he's really just a little gamesmanship, and he also wants to make sure his players are nice and fresh going through to this playoff run.
Yeah, first couple series, guys. I think we're going to know. I think we're. Yeah, I want to see that aggression. I want to see us attack that secondary. I want to see Julian dealing back there and getting it to Carnell, getting it to Jeremiah, mix in some Claire there, screen game to Bo. I want to see all of it. And then, because there's no doubt, I think we can slice and dice this secondary. I really do.
You know what's amazing about this, guys? I love this shit because we spend all week dissecting and breaking down every possible scenario, and then the game kicks off and nothing happens the way it's just it's the good old the game, man. I'm so excited for it, guys.
All right, you guys want to do finals? You guys want to do finals picks?
Yep, that was my next question. Tell me.
Oh boy.
This is what I want from you guys.
Okay.
Tell me how the game goes, and then tell me the score.
Okay. Robert, you want to go or you want me to go?
You can go first. Go for it. I'll try not to steal anything this time.
Okay. All right. I actually, me and Dave Biddle on Bucknuts are going to match up. I think this is a good game for basically about 3 quarters. I could see both teams having a turnover in this one. I think we can contain the run and make life tough on Underwood. I love this defense. I'm going to go. I think we make a big play in the 4th or put together a good drive and put this one away. I'm going 27-13 Ohio State.
I like it. So Garrison, you're getting me to do something I never ever do, man. I've been saying it all week. I don't pick this game. I don't pick the score of this game, but I'll do it, man.
No, see, Robert, that's what I'm talking about, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
All right, so Similarly, I think that it will be a tight game, probably through 3/4, maybe through the first 2.5. I think that middle weight could be really important, as it always is. But I think that if Ohio State wins that middle weight, I think they could run away with it before they even get to the fourth quarter. Okay. But I don't think that's how it will go, because that's not normally how this game goes. It's always some ebbs and flows.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be. Oh my God! Don't make me eat these words, guys. 28-10.
Okay, I can see that. Garrison, what you got, man?
Yeah, so I'll tell you what, and Dave, you're gonna laugh at this. So I think that in the first quarter, you're gonna see both teams trying to feel each other out. I think it's probably gonna be a really tough first quarter for both teams. But I do think Ohio State scores on their first drive. I think that scripted drive goes down there. I think the Wolverines' first drive, they move the ball towards about the 40-yard line and end up punting it. And and they're gonna pin us back a little bit, and that's when you see the game trying to teeter. Everyone's trying to find their position in the game. I think in the second half you'll see it be close, but then in the fourth quarter, Ohio State, they get a big. I think they get a big turnover, touchdown. I have said this for the last few days, 27-13.
Wow.
Buckeyes
Great
win.
Great minds, Garrison. Yeah, I was between 27, 24. I think as long as we're in the 20s, I think we're good. I really do. I think we're good.
But we're gonna get out of here, David, man.
All right.
I appreciate you for being here, man. I haven't talked to you in a long time. It's always good talking Buckeye football with you.
Let's get back together for a victory tomorrow, my friend.
We will. Hey, listen, right after the game, after we win, I know Mike, he's gonna be be here, and then
Cleveland Mike, let's go.
And what I'm gonna try and do is, while we're walking out, I'm gonna try and go live for a second and just give you guys my initial thoughts, and I'll be back to talk to you guys later.
Oh freaking H.
Oh, I freaking oh. Well, Gary, I appreciate you all for coming in here tonight on a late night. I know it's last second, but I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate the community. Big day tomorrow. Big day. Can't wait. And what I'm going to leave you guys with is one of my favorite quotes of all time from Jim Tressel last season. When you're older, you're going to look back on your life and you're going to say, thank God I got the chance to be an Ohio State Buckeye, because there's nothing like it. OH, IO. See you guys tomorrow.